Good afternoon to you. You know what they say, birds of a feather, well, they flock together, don't they? And I'm flocking together. Don't know where I'm going with this.
I'm interested to see where this goes.
I am nesting up with our lovely Bev.
Stay on Janice, honestly, let her keep going. I really want to see where this goes.
I've just twigged, which makes no sense at all to a bird, but it does. Anyway, it's great to be with the company this afternoon. I hope you're well. Don't worry, I've only had a pear in between shows. I mean a pear to eat. How are you, Bev?
I'm wicked. I'm great. This is going to go awesome. I see nothing going wrong at all. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much for joining. It's fabulous. Carry on, Janice.
You'd make a great presenter, you really would.
You know.
We've got great collections coming up. We've also got something that's going to help you reverse stamps, so you can make a mirror image as well. Yeah. All coming up in the show, but can we start right here?
Absolutely.
Brand new, absolutely love birds. You know I do. I am a twitcher.
Well, in many, many ways.
Yeah.
So, what we did, when we launched our very first dies last year, we launched these small birds and butterflies, okay? And basically, since then, it's just been, yeah, but are you going to do the bigger ones with the dies? Are you going to do the dies for the bigger ones? So, you know, and we always say what we are here to do is bring you guys what you want to buy and what you want to play with.
Well, you know what?
So obviously we had to.
They're beautiful images as well, and these are going to make a really nice focal point to your projects. I love the butterflies. Of course, I love the swallow there. Isn't that elegant? Absolutely fantastic. And lots of detail in your stamps as well, Bev.
There is, and this is the important thing. They have to come out well. And one of the things that, you know, as a polymer stamper, you know, people say, oh, you can't get the fine detail with polymer stamps. On these stamps, you will see why I beg to differ. Because all of the beautiful detail on that swallow, on the dragonfly, all those really fine lines on that dragonfly, all stamp out absolutely perfectly. And now we've brought the dies as well, you don't even have to worry about cutting them out. Because in fairness, I am not a fussy cutter. There are some people that very much enjoy it. Emma enjoys it, Emma Blake, and Charmaine loves a good fussy cut. But me, if I'm cutting those out with scissors, those antennas are coming straight off.
Why?
Why? Because I'm not cutting round them.
Oh, well,
so that's why I had to do the dies, you see.
Yeah, I suppose. Well, with the dragonflies, if you wanted to, you could cut them off, but it makes it so much easier, doesn't it? When you've got the dies
it keeps that whole image, and then if you want to decoupage them up and add in extra wings and layer them up, then it means you haven't lost that detail on the first layer. So do you know what I mean? So it just, in my opinion, it just helps you build them up. But if you look at the image now that they're showing, this is Jane showing how even without the stamps, these dies are immensely useful. You know, you can use your word stamps to do them. You can create your own masks using the dies. There's so much you can do.
Yeah, there really is. I love the butterflies if you're just going to have them in that black and white image as well. It's not all about colour. Butterflies are beautiful, they really are, and they do bring some beautiful colours to the gardens. But even when you use them in black and white like that, how stunning is that?
And this is the thing. So that is layered onto some of the new papers that we're going to show you later on as well. So yeah, like you say, you can just do your background, stamp in black, cut it out and put it on, and you get a fantastic effect with that. So even if you're looking to make something quick, you know, these really are going to make that easy for you.
Yeah, they are very, very quick and easy. You get that grungy look with that black and white image. Add the colour as well to change that image that you're putting together. Each and every time it will be different for you. Freedom members, wow, you've got a discount. It's only £26.99. You've got your 8 stamps and your 8 dies included in this kit, and they match perfectly together. I've just got another image of the swallow here because this is beautiful, because it's not all about being grungy and doing, you know, like those dirty style backgrounds, which are fabulous. It's also making them look lifelike and realistic as well. So that is absolutely stunning. We're very busy. 10% of the stock has already gone. These are your larger, well, they're the extra large stamps and dies. 739513 is your item number. Pop them into your basket and check on out before they go. I don't want you to miss out on these because they are absolutely delightful, and a stamp set that I think is going to take you all the way through the year.
Well, definitely. I think the beautiful thing about a bird and butterfly, especially with the, like I say, with the dies now, is if you are struggling from some crafty mojo, which we literally all get, honestly, all of us. You know, you can sit and stamp and cut some of these out, so when you are ready to go again, it's all there. I mean, but if you just look at that, just stamped on the craft card, coloured in, your small word sentiment across the bottom.
Love that. Isn't that
like you said, it doesn't have
beautiful?
to have this mass background on it.
No.
It can be really, really simple
Because
too.
that's the focal point. That's
Yeah.
what you want people to see. Absolutely beautiful. 739513 is your item number if you want to go for your extra large stamp and die set. That's really important because it means you don't have to do any fussy cutting anymore, and it cuts it out precisely. You get the whole of that image each and every time. So that's the extra large. We do have the returning favourite for you. What started it all off? The original size?
Yeah, so this was our very first range of dies. So this should be Crafty Do dies. And basically the answer was yes. So this is the regular size. And again, what's lovely about these is they give you the opportunity to cut them out, because obviously these ones are smaller. So the intricacy of cutting out is even more difficult.
Yeah.
So with those dies, what it does is it means you can cut those out really, really simply. Again, you can layer them up. You can create, for example, that canvas that Lou made earlier that's absolutely beautiful. So you can really just go to town without worrying about, well, you know, am I going to lop off the antennas? Am I going to lose the dragonfly's legs? It's just all there for you.
I just want to show you the difference in size, just so you can see, because there's nothing stopping you going for both sets, really.
In all honesty, if you go for one, you are going to want the other, because I was going to say something really stupid then, it doubles it. Well, yeah, of course it does. But you know what I mean? So you can, if you're layering up your butterflies, you've got so much more scope to go with.
Yeah, and you can have a bit of perspective as well, because you can have some of the smaller birds in the background, the larger ones in the foreground, for example. And like you say, when you cut them out and put them on the projects, because you're getting all of that particular detail in there, it just makes it so beautiful and so desirable to use as well. If you're going for the smaller set, yes, it is a returning favourite. You might have the smaller set to start with and you want to go for the extra large one today, then you're more than welcome to do so. It's a great price, £19.99. Absolutely stunning. I think the larger ones, the extra large ones, should I say, they'd be really good in shrink plastic.
Yeah, really, really good. And the dies do cut shrink plastic.
Do they?
Yeah, I've tested them with that, and they also cut like a thinner linen. And the only reason I'm saying a thinner linen is because that's all I've tested them on so far, because I am soft craft unable. So honestly, I'm awful with soft craft. But no, I have cut them on a linen when I did the doodle art houses, and they cut absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, isn't they lovely? Isn't they lovely? Sounded all Leicester then. Isn't
all
they
lovely.
Hey, isn't these lovely? That's what they say back in Leicester. That is beautiful. I love that sample with the moon in the background. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? £19.99, 990809, and 10% of this set has now gone. So we are very, very busy. Don't miss out on the set that you want to get. And if you want to get both of them, remember, as a Freedom member, you've got the discount on the extra large. You won't be paying any P&P either. Right, we did say we've got more items on the show. Yes, we have. Let's head on down the counter. We have got some demonstrations coming up there,
yes,
haven't
we do.
Our Bev. If you've got any designs that you've made and created with the dies and stamps that we've got for you on the show, send your pictures in. We'd love to see them, and I'm sure Bev would love to see what you've been up to as well.
I love to see what people make. Yeah. Honestly, it's one of those things we do say a lot. We do say, oh, show us what you make. We really mean it. We love to see your creations with them.
Yeah, we certainly do. So the email is studio@hochanda.com. Let's move on to some more stamp sets. A gorgeous stamp set here. Really, really do like this. Has this been designed from something that was actually real once upon a time?
Yes, really? So that is a real ledger page. And this is one of these things, it's just a fantastic stamp to have in your stash, because it works with everything. Because it's got that ledger on it, which is fantastic for a background. You've got the pen nibs and the inkwell. So it just, like I say, it just works so well, creating backgrounds, using that texture. Like we were saying earlier, if you wanted to just use the silhouette of the dies and then stamp a pattern onto them, that would work really, really well.
Yeah, it certainly would.
So yeah, it's just a really good one to have, basically.
Yeah, I like the fact that you've got that larger stamp in there to create the backgrounds. And then the paint nibs, I was thinking, you know, if you've got, like, for example, you've got your, I was going to call it an overall. It's not an overall at all.
It's an apron.
It's an apron.
Yeah.
With your apron. If you've got a pocket or a shirt, you could put those little pen nibs across the top of the shirt. That would look amazing.
Be fab.
Yeah, that would look
Check
really
you
good.
out.
Can I say? That is a great deal, £12.99. Don't miss out on that either. 041058. Now, we did say earlier on that we've got something on the show so you can mirror your stamps, which is really handy. If you've got one stamp that is a wing, then you can stamp it. And does that mean then that you can turn that over so it looks like you've got a pair of wings?
Absolutely. So right by you, I've got a sheet of card and it shows you. So I've used the small birds from the regular size birds from the regular birds and butterflies set, and shown you how you can mirror them so that they're either facing each other or facing away. And that's just using the one stamp. So, you know, you will have other stamps in your stash that you can use your mirror blocks with. And these are another fantastic example of a tell us what you want, because it was a lady at the Stamp Magic show that came to me and asked me to do the mirror blocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Aww.
So I did.
And these are the mirror blocks just here. So you've got different sizes, which is great, of course, for different size stamps.
Absolutely. And as well, it does mean you can ink up, for example, the oval and the circle, you can ink them up and use them as a stamp to create backgrounds as well. So it's really useful.
Now, are we going to demonstrate some of these maybe in
definitely.
the show? Because it'd be really good to see how these work.
Yeah.
£15.99, 293113. I would suggest probably getting those into your basket before you miss out, because when we see a demo, how you can take your stamps, and in essence, really, it takes one stamp and it means you've then kind of got two stamps out of the one.
Exactly.
So it is a great deal. £15.99, 293113 is your item number for your fantastic borders and backgrounds and your mirror stamps. Now we have some new todays for you with some Muduff. These are pop-outs and they're lovely because you can start layering these up, but you can use them separately.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So the DT, they've used them separately. You can see Kaz here has used them together and layered them up, because you've got the silhouettes and then you've got the cut-out, more intricate ones. And basically, now I will say, although we call them pop-outs, with the intricate ones, with the little tabs that hold them on, I would nick them with a knife so you don't lose any of your intricate bits as you're cutting it out. But it is just, they're just held in two places. You can see on that butterfly there, there's just one little bit where it's attached.
Oh, yes.
So I would just nick that with your craft knife. So just so you don't lose any of the intricate bits when you push it out.
Love that. I was just thinking, before you use these and create, you could actually, you know, if you had some like spray, paint or inks, you could lay that on a piece of card and just spray ink it. Yeah. And then you've got your butterflies coloured, but also it's going to leave a really nice background on a piece of paper.
Absolutely. As well, when we did the snowflake pop-outs at Christmas time, Jane made a fantastic project using basically the out bit, the wastage. Yeah. So you can use that as well.
It's brilliant. Talking about backgrounds, we've got some great papers coming up. You can see all of that on the website, but we will get there and show you them. But if you want to get there before everyone else, why not? Head to the website and check out your baskets. Great price, only £11.99, 202945, brand new today. Quarter of the stock already gone. Beautiful detail on those butterflies. Do love butterflies, really, really do. And you guys do as well. Right, we've got some Mylar stencils. We've got some innies and outies.
Absolutely. So these are the inkables. We absolutely love inkables. So what we've done here is we've combined our inkables big ones, where we've got that really big bird cage. Yes. And then we have one of our regular 6x6 inkables, which has got the smaller bird cage, a branch on it as well. And again, you get the innie and the outie, so you can silhouette it. And then also we've got some easy frames in there. Now our easy frames are always really, really popular because it's a way of creating a colour, you know, just a nice central colour section with a clean edge. That you can then work over. So you can see the butterfly easy frames on that sample there used to create that background, just that lovely sort of hazy thing. So you've got those in there as well. So there's lots of pieces in there because it's the innie and the outie. Yeah. Whereas we would say, oh, it's 4 templates, there's more than that pieces because there's innies and outies.
I love that. I love the idea of that. Getting inks out and just experimenting, whether they be spray inks or whether you're blending. Absolutely brilliant product. £11.99, and it's a great price as well. So if you're thinking about a gift for somebody who's just started crafting, I think this is going to be ideal for them because you've got the right images here, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
That are very, very popular with crafting. Butterflies, the bird cages or the bird houses, just lovely, wonderful images and great sizes as well. Only £11.99, 890448 is your item number. Now we've got some hickory dickory clocks for you today. Do you know where the nursery rhyme hickory dickory dock comes from?
I've got a feeling you're about to tell me.
I am. It's from a clock in Exeter. A lunar clock in Exeter Cathedral that tells the time but also tells you when the moon rises. And apparently there's a hole at the bottom of the clock where the cat can get in and hide and catch all the mice.
Cool.
But it was also known as a nursery rhyme to help people count. Yeah, but that's where the hickory dickory dock comes from.
Fabulous.
Yeah, I know, I'm full of it.
You definitely are.
435689 is your item number. £9.99. You've got your 3 little mice, you've got your 3 clock faces, and then you've got your little cages as well.
Your 2 bird cages as well. Well, I say they're bird cages, you can keep whatever you like in there, really.
Yeah, it could be the cats that are sitting in
there. Could
be
Janice.
It could be me. It could be me in that cage. If you do make that sample, do send it in. Love to see it. Maybe an explanation as to why you did it.
Oh, I don't think that needs to happen.
We've got a lovely sample up here, haven't we? Lovely.
Yeah, so this was made by Anne, and it's absolutely beautiful. And you can see on there, Anne has used that ledger stamp in the background as well. She's used texture paste through her inkable template with the branch on it. So that's where that texture comes from as well. And layered up those pop-out butterflies and put the XL swallow from the birds and butterflies on there. So it's really a mix of a lot of things that are on the show today to create that beautiful canvas, which I absolutely love.
It really is.
Yeah, that's going to be something that me and Sam arm wrestle for. I can feel it.
Oh, that's if you can get it away from me at the end of the show.
I reckon I can take you, Janice. I can't lie.
It is beautiful, and it does give you a chance to mix and match all of the items that are available on the show. I do have some other samples here I'd like to share with you because this one is absolutely incredible. And this is mixing bright, beautiful colours, and it's also got that lovely grungy depth
Rusty
to the background.
sort of look to it as well.
Love that.
Yeah, this is lovely. So this one's by Jane, and she's done that rust effect using one of our art boards that are in the 6 assorted art board sets. And then she's layered up everything. And I think, again, the dyes with the stamps just make it so much easier, because if you've spent all that time on your background, you can quickly then apply your birds and butterflies over the top.
Yeah, you certainly can. Another sample here using that bird cage and your Roman numeral clock on there, but you've also got those butterflies. Almost look lifelike, realistic, don't they? With the way that they've been layered up on there. Really, really like this set, and it's also proven to be very, very popular. Oh, isn't that lovely?
And that's, I think that's a good example of how it can be quite delicate as well.
Yeah.
You know, Jane's first samples, you know, got all that texture on the solid board, but that's much more delicate and much lighter.
Yeah, I love that. 435689 is your item number. £9.99. I think we're going to be very busy for your hickory dickory
clocks.
Yes. £9.99. I thought it was hickory dickory dock.
Well, that's the nursery rhyme. These are hickory dickory clocks.
That's what it says right there.
Yeah.
That's right. You see, that's where sometimes I get a little bit mixed up. Clocks and the docks. Right, let's move on to those papers. Brand new today, really excited about these actually. You see many demonstrations of our lovely Bev creating some amazing backgrounds, and Sam of course, creating the backgrounds, and sometimes you try and replicate that at home and it doesn't go quite to plan, and it's about practice and it's about trying. But until you get that technique, we've got some papers for you to get you started. Not just papers though, we also have some card as well. The card itself is on a white background, that's a 250 GSM, and you get 10 of those. That's a really nice way of creating your card toppers. Let me turn that the right way round, that would help. This is a great idea, Bev.
Well, I will say, and us doing papers as a whole is Louise Sims just getting on at me about it a lot. So it was just, you know, to keep quiet. But yeah, so what we've done is I've done these backgrounds, but they are a starting off point. There is still room on there for you to add your own thing to it. So your circles here, they will fit your ATC coin size. Okay, so you've got that if you're trying to create something quickly. But like I say, there's still enough room on there for you to add on some more blending, some more through your template, and then add on whatever elements you want to over the top.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is give you a starting point, if you want to. So basically there are 4 different designs within the pack, okay? And then they are in the pack in different sizes. So you've got them in A4, okay? Then you've got them in A5, then you've got them in A6. So you can layer up as you go if you want to. And then you have the border strips that go with it and the circles. So what I wanted to do is make sure that you've got everything, regardless of what size you craft in, there was something in there to at least give you that leaping off point. And what I really wanted to do is make sure they had that bit of texture to them as well. So if you look, they do have this sort of watercolour cardstock texture to them, but the cardstock itself isn't textured. So if you are new to stamping, it's going to be easy to stamp on, but you've still got that lovely texture effect as well.
Oh yeah, it's smooth, isn't it?
Yeah, it's smooth, but I've created this watercolour card texture about it.
I think that's absolutely fantastic. That's the white card. You've also got the paper, but it's that beautiful cream, isn't it?
It is.
Love
it's sort of this ivory base, which, and I have to say, you're going to make me laugh here, it tears beautifully. So if you're using it for art journaling and things like that, you can rip it into strips, use your gel medium, put it into your journals, and it's really going to work there as a starting point. Lou Sims has made canvases with them. Charmaine's made some stuff with them, because you've got that A4 page to start off with, and then you can just start from there. So, for example, Lou's made some things I'm going to show you in a minute, but the canvas we saw earlier with all the butterflies on, she made in less than an hour, because she started with one of those papers and then just basically rolled with it from there. So again, if you are suffering from a mojo stuntedness, you know, they give you also a colourway to start with, so you don't have to start from scratch.
So you get, yes, that is upside down, but you know what? It doesn't really matter. It depends on the design that you're going for. So you do get the white card, and you also get the paper as well. £12.99 is an exceptional price. It really, really is. 643106 is your item number. What a wonderful treat for yourself. Let's head to the website. This is where you can go to see all of the items that we've got for you on the show. We are busy for those extra large stamps. We're busy for the smaller ones as well. And lots of people are going for both. The mirror blocks, oh my word, they're flying out. I hope, half the stock is gone. I hope we've still got some left, because I'd like to do a demonstration. I'd like to. You see, I'm the royal we now. I'd love Bev to do a demonstration with those. Lots on the website to have a look for. Shop by brand. There's some amazing deals, there really is. And if you are filling up your basket and you get to the end and it's over £60 and you think, oh no, I can't afford that, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll divide the cost over 2 months. So it means you get to have your cake and eat it too. We'll just divide the cost over 2 months, but not the products. We've had a picture in, yes, from Sally. Thank you for sending in this, Sally. Oh, I love that.
Sally is on the DT, and she's doing the, you know, check the birds in your garden thingy.
Yeah.
What birds are in your garden?
It's
in bless her, she wanted, so she wanted to send it to me, and I said, please don't do that, because I'm worried it's going to get damaged or lost. I said, send a picture in. So basically, she's keeping a note of all the birds she's seeing in her garden over the spring.
Oh, let's have a look. So in February, she saw blue tits, great tits, chaffinches, wood pigeons, black-hooded gill. Is that
Headed gull.
Oh, black-headed gull, sorry. A robin. Oh, robins are with us all year round, aren't they?
Absolutely.
Look at that. And then all those birds in January as well. Do you know what? If you wake up early or at sunset, all throughout the day now, more and more birds are coming out. They're coming back to us, which means spring is here. I absolutely love that. I think that's fantastic. And do you know what, Bev? Something like that you could do for the kids and go out for a walk, and when they notice the bird, they can do a description underneath about the song.
Absolutely. And it's one of those things, just sitting and enjoying what we have.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's quite an important thing right now.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Okay, right, so do you want me to do these mirror blocks?
Yes,
so
please,
you can see
because
it done?
we're busy.
All right, okie dokie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with the regular size, and we're going to take our swallow because I just absolutely love him. Right, now, so I've put this mirror block onto one of my acrylic blocks, and I've got the swallow here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my VersaFine, and I'm going to ink up my swallow. Now, what you want to do is you want to ink it up quite a lot, because effectively you want enough ink for 2 images, right? So, and then we're going to stamp onto our mirror block. Okay?
Ordinary ink.
Right? No, so I've used VersaFine.
Okay.
So then, from there, you can use your VersaClair as well. No matter which one I use, I always wish I'd use the other one. So then, without re-inking, I'm going to put my swallow onto there.
Okay. And
then put that one onto there. And because they're clear, you can see where you're going. Oh, it hasn't come out. I'm going to use my VersaClair. Like I said, whichever one I use, I wish I'd use the other one. I think it's because I should have done this one first. Let me just clean that off.
Do you have to clean it with anything special?
No, not at all. In fairness, best thing for your clear polymer stamps is soapy water.
And do you have to prime your stamps when you get them home?
I do, but on the back of every single stamp, there is a use and care of your Be Crafty stamps. And it does say about priming them with archival ink. But in all honesty, that's one of those, see, that's better. That's one of those do as I say, not as I do things. Because I just get in there.
So one is the mirror, one is the stamp on the mirror block.
And so that's the stamp on the mirror block, and that's the stamp.
Wow.
Okay,
That's
so what that means
easy.
you can do is you can do that lots of times. Now the reason I don't re-ink,
Yep.
okay, is because effectively that is a second impression.
Okay.
So by not re-inking, that's also a second impression, so the tone matches.
Got you.
Because if I was to re-ink it, that would then be a first impression.
Yes, it
whatever. Okay, so let me do it again with the bird on the branch.
Okay.
And I'll do it with a different mirror block as well, so you can see that they all...
This is such a fantastic idea. It makes every single stamp you own, it doubles
yeah,
it.
any stamp you have that's facing one direction, can then...
I've got another question.
Yes, my darling.
Does it have to be a polymer stamp? Could you use red rubber on there?
Yeah, definitely.
So any stamp?
Any stamp you've got. So there we go. We'll stamp the bird on the branch. Stamp that one there. Lift it off.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So it just extends your possibilities outwards.
Oh my word. Pattern building.
And
making borders.
And bearing in mind, you can still die cut this because you can just try and die cut it from the back. Or so I would probably die cut it first in a way.
Ooh.
Do you know what I mean? So you can still line it up that way. I'm not saying it would be easy, but you definitely could still do it.
You could do it. I would die cut it first.
Yeah.
Die cut it first, yeah.
Because you can see where you're going, you can die cut it first.
Yeah. Oh,
that's
that
not a
is
problem
fantastic.
at all. But with
now,
go on. No, go on.
I was going to say, we are getting really, really busy for your background mirror blocks now. £15.99. What an absolute bargain. You're getting 4 in total, and you've got those different sizes as well. So I know you've all got different stamps at home, and sometimes if you've got a small stamp, you don't want to put it on one of the larger blocks. So that's why you've got those 4 for you there. Excellent value for money. I've seen 1 at that price. Now you're getting 4 for £15.99. 293113, and it works with all of your stamps, whether it be red rubber, whether it be the grey stamps that you've got, as long as you can stamp with it.
Absolutely, and you will find you get on better with one ink than another. Yeah. It's just one of those things. But also with your mirror block. So if I take this one, which is the oval, okay, so I'm just going to ink that up. It means you can use that to create a shape pattern, okay? But what you can also do is I'm just going to ink that up with my wilted violet again. And where's my ledger? So I'm going to take my ledger. This is a new ledger because I chopped mine up.
I'd be fascinating to try and read it when you get it home.
And then we're going to take our ledger and we're going to stamp that onto our mirror block. And then when we stamp it, we've got the negative of the ledger, but we also have that shaped section of our ledger as well.
Oh, I love that.
Okay.
That saves you die cutting, really.
It does. So I've got some other examples here with some other background stamps, so you can sort of mix and match them up.
Yeah. Oh, I love that idea. Now, I was going to ask you another question. What was I going to ask you?
I have no idea.
We've got the... Oh, do you know what? Neither have I, but I just thought of it. Right, the mirror blocks. So they mirror what you stamp onto them. Yeah. So here's the thing, and I don't know what... I'm just getting really excited now. So it might mean nothing. It might mean something. Could you use... Well, you've used your other ink. Could you draw onto it and then mirror your own drawing? No.
I would be worried about basically carving into it. Yeah. That would be my concern.
So you wouldn't draw on it with
No, not necessarily. No. But you can stamp on it in different ways and blend on it through templates maybe.
Right, 041058 is your item number if you want to go for your ledger. Love this, isn't it fantastic? And if you do want to get hold of it, only £12.99. The stamps themselves are brilliant. You get your inkwell, you get your ink nibs as well. I think all of those in a row on the pocket of a shirt or a apron would be absolutely amazing. The mirror blocks, everyone, they've just sold out. They've just sold out. So well done to everyone that got hold of those. They were absolutely superb value for money. We've had some images in. Let's have a look. These have been sent in from Jackie. Jackie, these are lovely. I guess this has been using the smaller set of stamps that Jackie bought. Aren't they lovely? £15.99. Sorry, the backgrounds have gone. We're showing you some photos now. These are these are some cards, I think, that Jackie has made. Aren't they lovely?
They're absolutely beautiful. I absolutely love them. And I think it does show as well that, for example, say you're thinking, well, I love them, but I just want to go for the regular size today. That's absolutely cool because you can see how well you can use them. And even the butterflies in the regular size are fantastic for cards. They're a good enough focus.
Jackie Pickering, thank you very much.
Very nicely done,
Very,
Jackie.
very nice. We've also got another picture from Jackie Pickering. Look at this. Oh, I love that. It's on fabric.
Stamped on the fabric.
Yeah, that is
lovely.
That is beautiful, isn't it? That could be a necklace, or it could be full of like lavender scent, which is lovely. Lou Sims has sent in a picture. Oh, Lou.
Lou actually did this on a live last night. So if you want to see how she put it together, it is actually online.
Look, she's cheekily left in the pens as well to show us how she's done it. How do you do it, Lou? Amazing. Well, we know because we can watch the live. Yeah. That really is superb. And this is also by Lou.
This is also by Lou. So if you look at this really carefully now, you can see that's got the A4 paper on it.
Yep.
One of the blue papers on it.
See that in
now,
the
all the
background?
butterflies are stamped on the papers as well. So they're all stamped, just stamped on the papers and then die cut out. Lou did this entire canvas in 45 minutes.
I like that.
Okay, because most of the work for the background was done.
Yeah.
And then she just used the papers to stamp on because that way she didn't have to do coloured backgrounds for the papers.
Do you know what? That's a great idea.
Then,
could you also stamp straight onto the card as well? Because
yeah,
in that
absolutely.
deal you're getting the paper and the card.
And
it's
the card.
Superb
so you can
deal.
use whichever, you know, if you want something a bit weightier because you want to 3D the wings out slightly and you want it to hold, I would say use the card for that.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get that dimension really, really well.
I think it's great. Do go and check out those papers, brand new today, and we're very, very busy for them. It's excellent value for money. We could bring the details up maybe at the bottom of the screen for those, just so you can get them into your basket. So we had some nice inspirations there from Lou. We've had another email in from Jenny, who is the woman, the lady, the dame who requested the mirror blocks.
That was Jen, and that, like I say, that was at Stamp Magic in Doncaster, and she came and she asked me, and in fairness, I think she asked me in the June, and they took a bit of, you know, messing with to get absolutely right, and by the October show I had them for her.
Oh, she says she hopes to see you again soon.
I hope to see you again soon, I really do.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Thank you for your emails. Let's get straight back to demo. What we have a look at now.
So what I want to show you quickly, just because Lou reminded me, she did these 3 cards and she's going to do a video of these. And these cards, like I was saying, the canvas took her 45 minutes. These 3 cards were done in half an hour. And she's going to do a video of these, so you can see she's used the backing papers, she's used the swallow off the XLs, and then the die cutting it out.
Oh, I love
so
those.
she's managed to do all of those. She's used her circle layering dies to cut out, and just using the papers to put them together nice and quickly. So
love those.
as well, if you do like to craft quickly, the papers I think will also help because they're absolutely beautiful. Excellent. Right, so with the papers, we're just gonna have a go with some of the papers. So these are just some bits I've cut out. So I was telling you about how the papers are available in different sizes in the pack, and I keep saying papers, but it is a paper and card pack, so you do have both. So for example, this is the card, and this is a C6 card. So you can see, you just cut that layer out to the edge, and it fits perfectly onto your C6 card, all right? But like I say, this is a starting point. You can add more to it. So if I take, what was I going to go for? I was going to go for one of the mandalas because I wanted to talk to you about the mandalas as well. So you can take these with one of your blending tools. And then if you're thinking, well, it's a bit more on the bluey side, I want the green to really, really pop out, you can just go through your mandalas because I've used these on the papers as well in card, and then you can add on more. If you want to bring in another colour, you can then bring in another colour. You can doodle around them. There's just a lot more you can add in.
Do we have the mandalas on the show?
We have the mandalas on the show in the set of 7. And
we're going to look for those and bring the details up
absolutely.
for you.
So the thing with the mandalas, you can see it again on here in this white outline. Let me get the bigger sheets actually. This is silly, showing you on the little ones, okay? So this is a large sheet of paper, and you can see the mandala effect there. But the wicked thing about your mandalas is they give you a leaping off point for lots of different sorts of crafting, okay? So for example, Anne has done this, where she's used one of them and then blended through it, and then decoupaged it up.
Wow.
Okay?
Is that from one of the mandalas?
That's from one of the mandalas.
No.
Okay? So then we've got another one by Anne, where she's used just some light blending and then some dots.
do you dot through the stencil or dot
And then
afterwards?
I think what Anne's done is she's blended through first and then just gone round freehand.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, and then the other day when I wanted to start my prep, but my energy was not at its highest.
Yes.
Right, I did this. Okay, so you can draw around your mandala, and then afterwards you can go in and just doodle in the sections.
Oh my
And
word.
that is so easy and it's so much fun. I did. Don't sound so surprised.
Sorry. Oh, you did that. That looks great. I've got one of the samples here to show you, which is brilliant, and with your mandala as well. I guess you do get an outie and innie because you could always use that, really, as an
Absolutely.
aperture.
And the reason that
Definitely.
is if you are blending through, but you want to keep a clean edge, you've got that outer there so the ink doesn't travel outwards.
Yeah.
So you can create a perfectly clean edge if you want to.
And you get a set of 7.
Set of 7 innies and outies, so that's 14 pieces.
Wow, and here they are. I mean, you've got some great shapes there with your mandala design. So you've got your circles, your traditional mandalas in there. You've also got like the star, and there's a word for it. It's like the emblem of Leicestershire, not a filigree. It's called something or other. Anyway, it's in that collection.
Well, if you don't know, I'm not going to know, am I?
Isn't it fantastic? £26.99. Imagine having all of those in your collection, ready to go for your stamping and your designs. And they'll work marvellously with the papers and cardstock that we've got for you on the show. That is very, very busy. It's a lovely set, it really is. We're half the stock gone. You've got that lovely paper, which is in that gorgeous cream. Love that. Very dreamy in their designs. And then you've got your circles, you've got the cardstock in there as well. So you've got A5, A4. You've also got some fantastic patterns in there and borders that you can cut out and use. But what's great about this is that you've got the inspiration there, but then you can start adding to it. So you're going to have a lot of fun with those. Don't miss out on your papers, £12.99. I'd buy a couple of sets because I know as soon as you start using them, you're going to think, why didn't I have these sooner? It's because they weren't made. They're brand new today. 643106 is your item number. Very busy for those. That is a top idea, Arbev.
Absolutely. And I'm so sorry. I know I will demo, I promise, but there's other things I want to show you as well that other people have made. Right. In fairness, I did make 2 of these. So with your birds and butterflies, obviously you can easily start thinking that the XLs are just for larger projects and the regular are for smaller. But the fantastic thing is you can actually mix and match. So I've got a couple of art journal pages here. So I've got this one, which is in a small journal, which is easy enough done, mixing up papers and all this sort of thing. And again, just with your regular size birds and butterflies, just in black and white. Then I've got this one again, lots of colour, where I've added in the mandala. You can see the mandalas in the background, the stitchy borders. But this has got both layers, so it's got the XLs in the back and then the regular size at the front, so you can layer them up.
That's good.
And then give a really, really wicked effect. But then if you want to go even bigger than that, Sam, in her exceedingly big journal.
It's like This Is Your Life, isn't it, with Eamon Andrews?
So Sam, in her really big journal, I mean, she's done this absolutely massive page. And in here, you can see she's used her ledger and the XL butterfly. That's the biggest butterfly in the XLs.
Wow.
So, but again, stamping onto the papers to bring those out. So regardless of what size journal you like to work in, they're going to work.
I think they're fabulous.
Okay.
I really, really do.
So
and it's a good way of layering them up as well. If you've got the smaller size, you want to go for the larger size, brand new today, then it's a good way of using them. And you've got the Freedom price on there as well. So if you are a Freedom member, you get the extra discount, which is absolutely fantastic. So do make sure you pop those into your basket because we're busy. It's for the stamps and the dies, by the way. So no more fussy cutting. Yay! You get the whole image. Yay! No more cutting off parts of the butterfly. Yay! There you go. £26.99, Freedom members, that's your price. And you don't pay any P&P. If you're not a Freedom member, it's £29.99. So if you want to become a Freedom member today, why don't you? 888 in your basket. If you do want the other size, £19.99. Those details at the bottom of your screen, 990809. Right, back to Beth.
Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this is the biggest butterfly off the XL, so I'm going to use this one to add, because again, I want to show that you can use the big ones on the smaller papers as well. It's not just about one and all. So I'm going to go to my regular distress ink, and I'm using Lucky Clover, and we're just going to ink up our large butterfly here, because I just want to add in a little bit more onto, like I say, this is the cardstock I'm using, and I just want to add in some more. And so I'm going to ink this one up and put it over the top. Okay. And then we're going to put that layer onto our card, because you can just see that it adds even more. So if you're, like I say, if you're batch making as well, you're absolutely free to do that with these stamps and the papers. You know, absolutely go to town, because it's just going to make it so easy for you if you're just starting out, or you like the inky effect but you just don't like getting dirty fingers.
Yeah, true.
No, that's
true.
Totally, it's not something I suffer from.
I mean, I like the inky effect, and
Absolutely.
I don't mind getting dirty. But I have a tendency to overdo it.
I didn't say a thing.
I have a tendency to overdo it. So what starts out to be nice and dirty and grungy turns out to be just a bit messy and brown. So these would be perfect, because I think I'd learn from them, Bev.
Well, it gives you, like you say, it gives you a starting point. And if you don't know what colours you want to start with today or anything like that, that is, you know, that is a good way of doing it. But from here, what you could do, so these are some of my black and white die cuts. Okay. And Sam did do me some green ones that I've already lost. Right, so from it, but you can see, even just with the black and white, so again, this is in the XL on that small layer.
Do you know what I like about that as well? You've got your butterflies in the background, then you've got your bird on top.
The bird in the front.
Because sometimes you think, oh, I've got to have butterfly on a butterfly, or
Absolutely
birds on
not.
a bird.
All these work together so beautifully. Now, if you look at the back here, and I'm going to show you the back because I think it's easier to see. If you look at the back here, you can see the dies actually also emboss. Hang on, let me see. There you go. They sort of emboss that edge.
Oh, I see.
You can see it sort of embossed down.
Yep, yep.
So when I flip that over, it's got that lovely, that white line is actually pressed down a little bit, so it really does lift.
Oh, like a beer mat.
Like a beer mat.
Yeah, beer mat.
You're missing the pub, aren't you?
I know I am,
Right,
yeah.
so what we're going to do is we're going to put that swallow on there.
Is it called beveled? Named after you.
Beveled. It's beveled. So you think of beer mats and you think of me. I don't really know what to say to that.
I don't.
Right. So
But I'm
here-
happy when I look at both.
What a charmer. Right, and then from here, I'm going to go in, because Sam, bless her, has cut me out some of the beautiful ticker tape 1 words. They're also on the show today, so you can see them on the website.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Okay.
Go and check those out.
And then, just onto there,
Look
layered
at
up,
that.
absolutely beautiful.
I love that. I love it. It's got really, do you know what? It's got a really nice vintage look to it, that bird.
Yeah.
But if you colour it in, you've got a modern vibe as well.
Exactly, and I think what the papers do as well is, I love grunge, but as daft as it sounds, I like bright grunge.
Yeah.
I don't like it dark, I like bright colours, and that's what these backing papers allow you to do as well.
Did you know that swallows can fly up to 65 kilometres per hour?
I knew it was fast, I didn't have the numbers.
Yeah. They're not a swift, they're a swallow. But they are absolutely beautiful birds. Encourage them into your gardens, encourage them. Right, let's have a quick recap of everything that we've got for you, because we are very, very busy. Right, your large stamps in there, brand new today. And you've got your dies as well. Over a third of the stock has gone of that particular set. I love this. I love the fact that if you use your die and not the stamp, you could just cut out the image into paper. I think that's a wonderful idea.
And that's the thing. I will say, with the XLs, the design team and everybody, they do seem to have gone more to using the dies independently of the stamps as well.
It works.
So I think that's really sort of opened up more crafting possibilities.
Yeah,
there.
it works. I've got some birds at home in a frame, and they're cut the shape out of birds, but they're in maps.
Yeah.
So
you
could
could create
do that.
something like that.
Yeah, you could associate the birds with the different areas in the country, for example, or where you live. There are so many different possibilities. Or go for those papers and use the dies with those brand new papers. They'll look terrific. They really will, alongside the stamp. So that's your extra large. Freedom members, you've got your discount. If not, $29.99, which is a bargain, because you're getting 8 stamps and 8 dies. You can use them independently, but of course use them together to save all that fussy cutting. 739513 is your item number. Then you've got your smaller size. We've seen these before, but lots of people going for these as well, in conjunction with the larger ones. And have a look at this. This is a great sample of the butterflies in the smaller stamp set. And then of course, building up, building out, and using the larger stamp set with that as well. £19.99, 990809 is your item number if you want to go for your smaller set. If you want to go for both of them, you're more than welcome to do so. Again, as we're heading into the spring, into the summer, we're going outside more and more now, and I think more and more people are noticing nature than ever before, and I think that's a fantastic thing. So making cards with those stamps would be fabulous. Now your ledger is also busy. Love this. Imagine this was actually a ledger, a real proper ledger. Somewhere in history, a right proper ledger, but somewhere in history this has been used, and now you're going to use it with your crafting. I love those nibs at the bottom, and I love that inkwell as well. So much detail in there, isn't there, on those nibs? Absolutely lovely nibs. £12.99, 041058 is your item number. Again, I would definitely recommend, let me turn this around because it's good to see the size of the inkwell and the ledger and the nibs at the bottom. I think they would look lovely on a pencil case. They'd look fantastic on just on the shirt, just above your pocket, or even on your apron. £12.99, 041058 is your item number. That's a great set. Now, brand new today, we've got the MDF pop-outs. 40% of the stock is gone. I love these, love the detail in there. Really easy just to pop out, but what it'll also mean is that you've got the shapes of the butterfly left in. So that's kind of a twofer, isn't it? So you can use it in two different ways. Again, another way of using this, pop this down onto a piece of paper, get your sprays, get your inks, go around it. You'll be colouring the butterflies randomly, which will look amazing, but you'll also have the pattern that's left from those holes in your MDF that make up the butterflies. Layer them up together or use the silhouettes on their own. You can do. You could actually paint your own details into there or use them together like on this particular sample and layer them up. £11.99, 202948 is your item number on that one. Love that, and that sample's by Kaz. Absolutely beautiful. Now we've got your Mandalas stencil. So this is what we mean about your outie and your innie, because it's the only way we can describe it. Let me just, oh, there you go, stop. So I have limited room, limited, look, I'm just trying to get my hands limited. Oh dear. Right, so that could be your lovely framework for your butterfly, which would be lovely. You can ink that up, and then you've got your silhouette. So whatever shape that you ink around is going to leave that particular shape on the paper. This is a great deal. Sorry, I've totally messed the pack shot up. Oh dear. Stop it. Right, £11.99, you get your butterfly and your bird cage set. I think those are fabulous, I really do. Now we've got hickory dickory clock. Why do I pause?
I don't know.
I don't know, because I want to call it hickory dickory dock.
Well, okay.
But it's hickory dickory
Hickory.
clocks. Hickory.
Hickory.
Hickory. Hickory dickory. Hickory dickory. I just think it's fat. I just love that phrase, hickory dickory. Yeah. It's got nothing to do with the mouse and the clogs on, has it? That's a different one.
But there is mice.
But there is mice in here. There is. Those are butterflies that you see in there. But the clock faces are there. Lovely sample, that. Right, in the kit, you get 3 clock faces, all Roman numerals, which I love it. You get 3 mice as well, different sizes, and you get the 2 bird cages as well. £9.99, 435689 is your item number. Just show you that quick sample as well, because I think it deserves a second glance. And this is by Jane Royston. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely sensational. 435689 for your hickory dickory clocks. There you go. Right, the paper and the card. I love this. I do need to. Do you know what? I'm gonna. Because I want to show you them both together, because you get all of that. 10 sheets of the paper, 10 sheets of the card, and it's the same design on each, but with the paper, which is 120 GSM, you get that lovely cream colour, which works so well. It really, really does. And then you get your cardstock, which is in white, but you've got the lovely techniques on there from our Bev. These are absolutely sensational. We're very, very busy for them. £12.99, 3/4 of the stock has gone. I think it's an amazing price. It really, really is. 643106 is your item number. We've got about how many? 5.5 minutes? Where's the time gone?
I don't know.
It's gone up the hickory dickory dock clock.
I know. That's you, that is.
That is. I've got up the hickory dickory as well. Right, Bev, what we're going to have a look at?
Right, okie dokie. So I just thought what I'd do is I'd do some stamping and die cutting so you can see the stamp stamped out with the die cuts on here. So we're working with the XLs.
Yes.
Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my VersaFine Clay just to stamp up onto the green. So what this means, well, the green and yellow. I actually don't think I used a green on here. I think it was the combination of the blue and yellow that made it. So what we're going to do is we're going to stamp up all the different elements.
Yep.
And then we're going to die cut them all together.
Would you say green and yellow is your favourite colour? You use it a lot and I like it.
I use it a lot. Funnily enough, I remember when I was primarily a scrapbooker, I was doing an online class that used yellow and I realised I owned absolutely nothing yellow. But when I became more of an art journaler and started using spray inks and whatever, yellow is definitely a go-to colour.
Really?
Whereas purple is one of my favourite colours, but I avoid it because it's how you can easily turn things to mud by using purple. Whereas yellow, it always creates a sort of brighter mix. So you can just go in with your XLs. Now, in fairness, you could use this as the beginning of an art journal page as well. It's a way of starting out your colours.
Scrapbooking page?
A scrapbooking page, absolutely. I have to say, there's so much I wanted to do in terms of have a go with for the show, and I just didn't get to it all. I wanted to do some scrapbook pages, I wanted to do some more journal pages, but I just didn't get to it. There's just so much I want to do.
You could also send that through your die cutting machines, building up that background and then using, I mean, you could even use the dies that you're getting with the sets of the stamps. So therefore, you've got those lovely dies there, especially the extra large ones, to cut out your swallow, but you've got it in the background paper that you've created.
Exactly. For example, I was doing a lot of die cutting earlier, but I've kept the cutouts because I thought they'd be really good for blending through, using as a stencil. You know, you could put different bits over and create layers that way. It's like you'll see here, I haven't stamped the biggest butterfly on the set, and that's because what I'm going to do, so this is the XLs. I'm going to put the XL die, so this will only work on your A4. I'm going to put the XL die over that blue one and die cut that out. Okay? And that way I've kept everything away from that strip so I can cut that out and use it later.
Perfect.
Okay.
I like this sample, just to show you this one quickly because it's going on what Bev is talking about. When you've cut out your die, you've got your background that you've created there, but then you're using the actual, what you would normally just discard and put to one side because you've die cut that out. That is a great idea.
That is a really, really good idea. That's one of those, when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And I think that's where these sort of shapes really do show their use, because it's not for just one thing. It's not, you know, it's not just the bit you cut out you can use, it's everything else as well.
Love that. Great idea. Great idea. And that was by Jane Royston again.
It was. I tell you what, we have the best DT in the whole wide world.
Do you have a name for your DT team?
Yeah, the best DT team in the whole wide world.
That's good. I like that.
I think it's catchy myself.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to put this bird on here. And then you've got,
they're a hive of activity.
They are a hive of activity. Boom, boom.
Boom,
right,
boom.
so I'm going to take my bottom cutting plate here.
They could be called the queens.
Oh, there's only one queen bee in our hive, and that's true. Mother.
That's true.
We have a queen bee. She has a mug that says so.
Really?
Yes, she does.
Aww. Your mum's a crafter?
My mum is a crafter. She is the matriarch of us, shall we say. So.
We've got 1 minute 20 left on the show.
Yes, which is making me wish I'd put that down. Carry on.
I just do not know where the time goes. Look at that, stamped out and embossed. Isn't that a beautiful card? Simplistic, but it's the image that makes it. And by going for the stamps, these are the kind of cards that you can make as well. They're brand new today, the extra large stamp and die set. 8 stamps and 8 dies. Get that Freedom price if you're a Freedom member as well. Remember, you get that discount. You can watch the show again. You'll have those inspirations and it will be available on Rewind. And of course, you can follow our Bev and Sam from Be Crafty on Facebook. You do lots of Facebook
do
lives.
loads of lives and all this sort of thing. So you can see just one pass through and these are all popping out absolutely easy peasy.
See, I really like that. I really like the way that you can create a background and then just die cut them out.
Okay, so then, you know, but they're all coloured in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Perfect.
so if you then took one of your, for example, this piece onto a card, right?
25 seconds left.
You can then
counting out of the
use
show.
these die cuts over the top.
When are you back, Bev?
On your birthday, 23rd of March.
Hey, you said it, not me, but there's another mention. Oh, great. Well, I hope I'm working. I think I am. Bev, it's been an absolute joy. Please check out your baskets. Thank you very much, Bev.
Thank you very much, my lovely.
Thank you. Make sure you get your hickory dickory
Clocks.